Alright, so welcome to Game 5. Looks like we are on the play. Um, let's see. This hand could be good if we see a land or an artifact off the top. So we have a lot of 2-drops in our deck, but also a lot of lands and not as many 0-drop artifacts. I think we can afford to keep this. It was probably a bad keep. I'm going to do it and just hope for something good off the top. Worst case scenario, actually, I see what we can do here. We can just play Inkmoth Nexus, Mox Opal, Ornithopter. We're going to animate Inkmoth Nexus. Animate. We're going to tap for blue. We're going to cast Mox Opal. I'm going to keep this Mox Opal. We're going to cast this for blue. We're going to cast Thoughtcast for 2. We're going to play Mem Knight, and then we're going to pass the turn, giving us a good Cranial Plating and Equip on turn 2. I think that is the good play. And especially against Tron, this was an amazing start. Springleaf off the top. We probably lead with Springleaf Drum here. Yeah, so we go Spire of Industry, Springleaf Drum, Cranial Plating, equip Cranial Plating to Mem Knight, tapping Ornithopter. Ornithopter gets in 4/6. 6, 7, 8. 9. Trying to see if we can finish this game out here now. Okay, so we have 7, we get 8, and we get 9. We don't have that extra 1. This is a 2-turn clock. We can animate Master Ethereum. So we play Master Ethereum, goes up to 8, 9, 10, 11. Hit him for 11 and make his next plays not matter, I think is the right play here. So yeah, I think the right play here is cast Master Ethereum. Yeah, cast Master Ethereum. We're going to animate this Inkmoth Nexus with Master Ethereum. We're going to get in for 11 damage and 2 infect. And make it so that he can't Karn us effectively and he can't really do anything effectively. Yep, and we'll scoop it up and we'll go on to our next game. So I always contemplate bringing in Ancient Grudge against Tron. I'm not sure if we only got to see. I would assume that it's normal Tron, not Eldrazi Tron, just because we didn't see anything else, and I think that's kind of what we have to go off of. But we don't know what color he's playing. I think it's fair enough to bring in these for sure. Stubborn Owls. Edge Champion is pretty much trash in this matchup. Aether Grids can become a really good source of damage, and Dispatch can get rid of creatures really easily. We're not worried about their graveyard. We're not worried about their removal spells. They don't have many. I don't think they have any enchantments that affect us. Like I said before, Etch Champion is just trash in this matchup. So really what we're thinking about is bringing in these 9 cards. Oh, there it is. What we're thinking about is bringing in some number of these 9 cards. I'm not convinced that Ancient Grudge is the 3 of that we play, and I'm not convinced that Dispatch is the 2 of that we play. I think we play 1 Ancient Grudge, 2 Stubborn Denial, and 1 Grid. And we take out 1 Itch Champion, 2 probably like a Steel Overseer, a Thoughtcast, and a Welding Jar is really good because they have the artifact that kills everything. I'm thinking the Memnite can come out. So we're taking out Etch Champion, Steel Overseer, Thoughtcast, Memnite. I'm not sure if this is totally right, but I guess we will try it out and see if it works. We'll bring in Ancient Grudge, Stubborn Denial, and Aether Grid. So it brings our colored spell up to 9, which is not something I usually do. In fact, I'm honestly not totally comfortable because I'm not entirely sure about these 4 picks. So what we're going to do is cut a second Thoughtcast and keep a Memnite to keep our really fast, aggressive hands. I think that 8 is better than 9, honestly, and I think we're going to roll with this. Okay, so this is a really, really good hand. I'm going to keep this. So we get to go turn 1 Steel Overseer, turn 2. If we draw a land, we get to go Vault Scourge, Arcburn Ravager. I think this is a solid hand, and we keep this. While we don't see any hate cards, I think this sets us up to win very aggressively. The only downside to this is that we have no interaction with them. We're not able to play around board wipes, and we're not able to really adjust our game plan accordingly. So we're just gonna have to do the best we can with this awesome 7-card hand. If we draw another Mox Opal, we can even do. We can even play 2 cards. Chalice on the Void on 0 is a little bit of a hindrance right now, but I think we can still pull ahead through this. We'll just go turn 1 Vault Scourge, and then we'll pass the turn. Yeah, that was probably one of the better turn 1 plays our opponent could have had. Yep. Get in for 1. We're going to cast this Steel Overseer and pass the turn. And he's going to miss a land drop. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. We want our opponents to keep bad hands based off of artifact or based off of hate cards that they bring in. So we're going to tap this, put counters on our team. So next turn we actually have a win if they do nothing here. Okay, that's cool. That's awesome. What are you going to do with it? 7 mana. Platinum Angel. Platinum Angel, come on. Platinum Angel. Platinum Angel, Platinum Angel, Platinum Angel. Who plays Platinum Angel? That's weird. Okay. So I think that the right play here is to attack with... Here, you can't lose the game. Your opponents can't win the game. Okay. I don't think we can swing with Inkmoth Nexus just yet. I think that Inkmoth Nexus needs to hit for lethal if it's going to attack into Platinum Angel. Or at least it needs to hit Platinum Angel for lethal, because I feel like he probably has... So he leads with Platinum Angel. What's left in his hand? So he could have Karn. So Karn Liberated would just get rid of Inkmoth Nexus outright. So I don't think we can worry about Inkmoth or worry about Karn. He just doesn't block, and what? He takes a bunch of damage. I gain some life. This is a very interesting predicament we're in here. I think the right play here is to pass the turn and not forget my Steel Overseer triggers this time. Yeah, I think that's the right turn. So hopefully our draws are something like a way to make color mana, and then So because he's running Platinum Angel, I think Ancient Grudge is just a better card to be running in our sideboard. I didn't know that Tron was playing Platinum Angel. Otherwise, I would have definitely brought it in. Looks like he drew a land. He's going to play Worm Coil Engine. That's fine. I'm not too worried about Worm Coil Engine. End of turn. Let's animate this guy. Let's activate this guy. Not forget our triggers this time around, unlike game 1. Let's lose 2 life. Yeah, I'm just going to animate this and go swinging. Can attacks. Really timely Platinum Angel. Swing attacks with these guys. He'll probably just take it. Just fine. I think that I block here. You can't lose and your opponents can't win. Such a brutal card. So we'll block. We'll move to the next step and sacrifice it. Get a Vault Scourge in there. End step will animate or activate Ancient Grudge. If only we had a 0-drop card that would let us cast color spells. See, okay, so at this point we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have lethal, so I don't think we need to be attacking. I'm just gonna gain some life here. Yeah, I'm just gonna get in for this amount of damage to keep offsetting us with Worm Coil damage, so that he will never reach above an untouchable point. So I really need us to draw Springleaf Drum or an island, eh? That's not good. That should be fine. So we really just need to draw a color spell here. So he's going to gain 6, and I'm totally okay with that. Take 6, gain 6, go to 22, and go to 9. We still have lethal on board. Very curious to see what happens here. End step, we're going to animate. We're going to activate. Welding jar. Okay. Yeah, let's go in attacking, I guess. Can combat attacks. Just keep offsetting them. There's no point in trying to stay ahead here. Man, Chalice for 0. Real good, guys. Real good. So he's at -1 now. I'm at 28. He's going to swing for 6. I'm going to go back to 22. He's going to cast an instant speed blue spell and make me bounce my Arcburn Ravager to my hand. Repeal. Targeting Arcburn Ravager. Sure. Okay. I don't really need Arcburn Ravager at this point. With Convert Mana, non-land permanent with Convert Mana, so it's your understand, yeah. Okay. Take 6. You gain 6, go to 5. Yep. Yep. Tolaria West. You transmute, and transmute reads, get a mana cost 0. Oh, so you get your Chalice of the Void? Sure. Is this like a Tron Stompy deck? Be pretty cool. Yep. Okay. Dismember my Vault Scourge. Sure. I would have just remembered the Ink Moth Nexus. Are you kidding me? Inventor's Fair is a card that's in my deck. So if we draw another land, we can just go get Springleaf Drum and win this game. So here's a counterspell here. Condescend for however much he wants to do it for. Just fine. And I'll just pass the turn here. There's no reason to keep attacking at this point. Treasure Mage is going to go get him an artifact, the 6 or greater. Sure. What artifact? Oh, Mindslaver, sure. And then you can Tolaria West if you have a blue. You can transmute your Tolaria West into a thing. Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, not worried about taking 6 now. Take 6, you gain 6. You go to 7. I'm going to animate. I'm going to activate. You're going to do something, I'm sure. So you have a Mindslaver in hand. Why didn't you play Mindslaver? Gain life. Signal Pest is not a land, but I will play it. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to swing for Lethal Infect. All right, so this is 6, 7. Yeah. We're going to swing for Lethal Infect. We're going to make it so that when we blow up Platinum Angel at any given time, it'll just be the end of the game for him. I think that is the right way to do it. Okay, here we go. Plays a Mindslaver. You got it. He's going to sacrifice Mindslaver. You control that player's next turn. Yada, yada, yada. Yes. He's going to swing. No swing. Okay. We're going to sacrifice our Chronometer. Yes. We're going to put the counters on the Signal Pest. Yep. Yes. Okay. We're going to pass the turn. We're going to get an Adventurous Fair trigger. It's going to go on the stack. I'm going to gain a life. I'm going to draw a Stubborn Denial. Okay. Cool. So I wonder why he cast. I guess he needed the extra blue source, I guess. So he's going to cast all my 0 mana spells, which is fine. Cast, 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 cast. Yep, 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 yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. You got it. Yep. You're going to gain 6 life. Make 2 dudes. Yep, yep, yep. Alright. So essentially I just have to remove Platinum Angel from the game. How am I going to do that? I have no clue. He's going to swing out. That's 9. Sorry, that's 6 plus 6, 12. Go to 6. If I draw Springleaf Drum, I'm great. If I don't, darn. Engineered for 1. You got it. Sure. You got it. Okay. So we're going to play this Inkmoth Nexus. Can I live through the next turn? So yeah, I can block 2 things. He can't swing with Platinum Angel. He can't swing with Platinum Angel, and I'm going to take 5. Right? Okay. No. He can't... Yeah, no. He can't swing with Platinum Angel, and I'm going to take 3. So he has me on a 2-turn clock. If he doesn't attack, then I just Inventor's Fair for a Springleaf Drum. Yeah. If he does attack, well then I have to put an Inkmoth Nexus or 2 Inkmoth Nexi into the fray. So Snapcaster Mage, sure. Okay, so that doesn't really change anything. He gets another attacker, which is fine. I probably would have saved that for my next turn when I go to try to block, I guess. Maybe he has another one in hand. Okay. I'm going to let him declare attackers. Okay. So we're gonna animate this guy. So if I only block one thing, if I block here, I take lethal. If I block here and here, I'm gonna reset that actually. Oh, cancel. Okay. So I definitely have to block with both. Okay. This one's gonna jump in front of the 2-1, and this one's gonna jump in front of the 3-3, I think. If he has another Dismember, cool beans. Makes my Springleaf Drum plan a little unfortunate. Okay. Springleaf Drum, Spire wins me the game here. So Spire definitely wins me the game. Because I'm only taking 5. Oh, dang. Okay, so then I have to block the Death Toucher, so that I take 4 and go to 2 and be able to activate. Okay. Yep. That's the plan. All right. Yes! And that is how we draw Spire of Industry. But there's a good chance he probably just has a counterspell. So this is probably going to go to game 2, but we'll see. Or game 3, excuse me. Yeah, he's just going to condescend for a bunch, which is fine. I expected him to have it, and we'll concede. Yep. So we're on the play. So that hand would have been really, really good on the play. He would have been dead a long time ago. I don't think we need a... Okay, so he's running that dumb Angel, and he's running a lot more. He's relying on artifacts more than I saw anything related to Tron. So I'm going to bring in 3. Doesn't feel right. I'm going to take out the Stubborn Denials. Don't think it's going to do enough against him. And I can probably just keep 2 and probably bring in another Thoughtcast to keep my card advantage up. But I think we're going to run it like this. I think this should be good. And I am on the play, which is a great place for Affinity to be. This doesn't get Chalice 0. I don't see how this hand's all that bad. I'm hitting for a lot of damage early. We might be able to find a better 6. It's pretty interactive. He doesn't have... That's the thing. He just doesn't have that much removal. He has, like, Dismember, and he has, repeal, which deal with some of my permanents. Springleaf Drum and Spire make me have color forever. And he's kind of playing for the long game, and this hand is not super amped about the long game. It kind of wants to win on turn 4, and I think turn 4 might be a turn too slow. Yeah, this is a tough choice. I think that ultimately this hand. So we go turn 1, Blink Moth Nexus, Signal Pest, hope to draw, Mox Opal, then turn 2, Blink Moth Nexus. If we draw Mox Opal, Springleaf Drum, Ravager, turn 3, Cranial Plating, and Spire of Industry. Yeah, okay, we'll keep this hand. Hopefully I gave my opponent enough time to think about his cards. I'm not too worried about timing out. I know I've taken a little bit to make plays, but I don't see me stalling out in the early game here. Dismember. If he's paying for life to remove a creature, then sure. He kept 6-hander, and he scryed to the top. So we're going to lead off with Blink Moth. Signal Pest. Pass the turn. He plays an island. Plays an EE for 1. Okay. Makes me not want to play a Springleaf Drum. Okay, Ancient Grudge makes me want to play a Springleaf Drum. So I think the problem here with hitting the EE is that we're not doing anything this turn. Yeah, I mean, if I'm casting it now, it's going to be in the graveyard. I have multiples in the deck, so we'll just play Springleaf Drum, and then we're going to cast this, target this, make a red off of this, cast that, and pass the turn. If his best play is turn 1, EE for 1, awesome. He's not playing Urza lands. He's not advancing his game very much, so I think we're fine with that. Next turn, we can resolve plating and swing in for 1, 2, 3, 3. Steel Overseer is a good card, though. So we can bait the Steel Overseer with Cranial Plating. So Cranial Plating resolved. My guess is that he has a Dismember in hand, so I will get that Dismember out of his hand by equipping. Let's get him for 3. I think Engineered Explosives on 1 there was pretty aggressive. I don't think... Yeah, I'm not certain that that's the right play. Thirst for Knowledge. And I'm interested as to why he did this now instead of on his end step. I guess maybe Chalice of the Void for 0 is probably fine here. Although I'm already accelerated. I'm already, doing things. I don't think that it's going to be worthwhile to do that. So here we get to swing in for a bit more damage. I think we can win the next turn. Yeah. So we win the next turn if he does nothing. If he plays an Urza land, he can... Oh, I probably should have left 1 mana up for... Dang. Yeah, sure. Get got, Steven. Board wipe here kills us real good. I don't think he can beat this if he doesn't have a board wipe. He probably has like a repeal or something, but we just have black to move the Cranial Plating onto somewhere else, and Overseer is going to be activating. And I think instead of letting repeal resolve, if I have lethal import, I probably just sacrifice Signal Pest to put another counter on Arcbound Ravager to make sure we are getting in for that 1 damage. And he concedes anyway. So there we have it. Affinity, not so complete online, but we got there. But yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you sticking around till the very end. If you want to read more about Affinity and why I make the sideboard choices that I do, or why I'm playing some of the cards that I'm playing, you can head over to the website mtgconflicts.com to find my article. It's an Affinity primer, has a bunch of juicy details. It also has a bunch of links into Frank Karsten's Affinity articles. I think those are the greatest place to start when you're thinking about playing Affinity. Really getting to know how the pros play it before you play it. And again, I really do appreciate you sticking around to the very end, and I will see you in the next video. Later!